getting this annihilation. No, 0 kill. Snap team displaying 1 kill as Wula 22 Force are displaying 0. Psycho, last man starting from the squad. I think he's gonna be bailing out na rin ng location kung saan nagkamera na annihilation. Natin dito versus pala. Shots fired using the Uzi 1. Small room scenario. 1 play. Got up here to put 1 guy down. This is the side of most last 15 days natin dito. But again, he got himself knocked down in the process of maybe knocking one again. Dito sa side ng mga AKUZA natin dito. Without that 1 player, no mercy, bagging that 1 player who got knocked down inside the small room. That 1 player will be taken out from the game that easy by that 1 player all the way from top 15s earlier. 3-man squad na lang din yung mga player natin dito. Sobrang far enough to one another ng mga player natin dito for them to be able to have those support moments to one another sa mga player natin dito. Again, that 1 guy all the way from earlier. So it's gonna be 3-on-2 situation na rin. Right now, top 21, putting themselves here in the rooftop where they're going to be having a lot of good visual versus those other players last time. But again, even though the most stats, so the ones natin kung nasa way about the mga stats natin, stock and covered pa rin yung mga stats natin dito for any kind of knockdown that those last 21 on our craving. 2-on-3 situation for him, high or Hajar, C natin dito bad guy, and this is knowing natin. That right now, they're now trying to figure out how they can flush those 2 men. But it's not right now. Starting spot of theirs. 1 clear bad guys being knocked down. Boy, they got a battle to the top 21. It's gonna be bringing another one by stuck last year. And he's now being rushed, being marched out. Not going away from his flat 10. He got himself earlier. So it's gonna be 3-on-2 situation, and 2 of them has been eliminated from the game, but just driving by around. Punasin na rin yung whereabouts. Probably the most stat natin. You know what time it is after those 3 knockdown, 2 elimination, 1 knockdown. Dito sa side the most stat. It is not easy time for the push, but no one. Natin whereabouts the most stat. It is not indeed, but again we have a stat team. They are definitely doing that. Dito sa side the most stat natin. 2-on-4 situation and 2-on-2 situation most definitely went down, but another one bites that does it. There's a item outside. He's now he's now miscalculating his throw. Dito sa side ng mga stats natin. It's gonna be burning 1 dito sa side ng mga stats natin. But again, turns out it's Zamir all the way from MW. He got himself burned from the mold that he threw. Right now, slot 10. I know attempted to push in this. He's doing his shot on second floor. He got himself gone down by the 1 player from our slot, and 2 of them has been eliminated from the game, but just did will not go unanswered. Most definitely slot 10 and no answering, opening fire, but again he is definitely evacuating the scene, or evacuating the spot where those slot 20 have been knocked down 1 by 1 by our slot 10. Last man standing, slot 20 SCR. Crossroad on the way dito sa side ng mga slot 15 and RPS natin. They are being flushed out by a bomb nade, or by needing this compound building kung nasa na rin yung whereabouts ng mga slotters natin. But again, from that smoke pop ginawa ng mga slot 15 natin, they definitely revealed their spot na rin dito. They definitely showed that those slotters here where they definitely will be opening fire next. Jihoon is now being flushed out from this folder. Left side corner, 1 guy all the way now. On point towards his target, missing his window for a possible big knockdown using that outflow. I've heard a lot of engagement or gunshot sounds coming from those men earlier. But again, we have our starter team still. Nandito pa rin sa primary ko sana kamera 2-on-2 situation. And we have our slot 6, second to those cyber battle with. It's gonna be 2-on-4 situation. Somehow slot 6 will be letting themselves know na naguna yung whereabouts sa mga player natin dito. Perhaps slot 13 will be hold up, pero slot 13 most definitely evacuating the scene before slot 6 most definitely got those men dun sa spot din. Pero dito sa side ng mga slot GY natin, we have our ego bailing out. Right now it's not being perimeter, being forced now to be able to get level from the situation. Getting snagged up and it's all the way down to the another one bites that dust. Those men from our slot of 22 most definitely had been the statue where that 1 player from slot 10 is too slow. Can get another opportunity to another one that aside the most stats and it's down, pero from that I've heard a lot of engagement or gunshot sounds Kami talaga nasa way about the target nila dito primary which is the mga slot bands natin. Those down 14. Sa movement even dito sa side ng mga slot bands natin dito and Dunway. Being open fire na mga slot 14s natin. Damage most definitely pero not enough to knock the bad boy down dito sa side ng mga slot bands natin. Ayaw ka pa yung mga play natin dito na. So another one. Vice sa dati dito sa side ng mga slot bands natin. I don't know, bad position maybe yung mga slot 6 natin dito na putting themselves fast. So that's why one player has been knocked down. Another one. Vice sa dust dito sa side ng mga slot 6 natin. BMW. One player. Lacking. Right now, what keeps this one guy hold away from slot 9. He's hitting that from those scopes ng mga slot 6 natin. Yung smoke pop lang dito pero right now, the blue zone are flushing this one player out from his hiding spot behind of the 3. Wait, now stations down there. Those last bands. With those men, talaga nasa way about the target nila dito primary which is the mga slot bands natin. So dito sa one guy all the way from slot bands na touching natin dito pero gonna be able to work his way to nasa si Adonis dito sa side ng mga bands natin. He's gonna be risking his life but right now he's not prepared for some sort of surprise dito sa side ng mga top 12 natin. It's a matter of top 12. We're running out dito sa location kung nasa yung way above niya. Those men will be surprised by Toshi. Pero top 9, one player has been knocked down spotty. Those men from the top 1 for a spot for knocked out even match. Because of the knockdown and ako na play natin na carry dito sa side ng top 12 natin and Toshi has been executed after the game. He definitely got himself figured out by one of the players from top 12, so that's why he got himself eliminated. Right now, Mitsu, I know, crying out loud for some sort of up-rejuvenation process. Another one bites the dust. Too excited that Kari is. One player now self-rejuvenating. Will be going for the 1v1 situation, but right now, Kari, burning on slot 10, LR, and 4 naman dito sa mga slot PMWs natin. Dito muna natin sa mga play natin again from slot Gene RPS versus slot KC's. 300 situation anytime will be going down dito sa area nila. After arming themselves, maybe slot cases will be moving for 3D even though they are definitely naked without any kind of armor. Pero making sure that they are definitely vested. That's fight dito sa side naman ng mga play natin. All the way sa LGY. Almost got stopped. Executing is a target dito sa side ng mga stop it. It's not making sure that no one's gonna grab those medic called or recovered being knocked down by him. One player, man, he's not playing dito sa side ng mga stop it. It's not the one on the situation. Squad, bring around the Rosie, revealing himself and losing his element of surprise dito sa side of stop it. And now, Diego should knock down dito sa side ng mga stop it. Dito natin dito and stop it. And now, Diego should knock down dito sa side ng mga stop it. Dito natin dito and Talong has been eliminated right then now from the game. One play then from slot 15 most definitely has been eliminated with Talong earlier. Pero he did definitely put his orders, put his 100% to have another elimination dito sa side na mga play natin earlier all the way from our slot 15. But again, couldn't be able to do that. Battle 1 from 10, one play top, yes, getting those knocked down quick sa mga slot 3s natin. Bells Gaming has been knocked down. We have 𝐂𝐄𝐋𝐄 and Cubic Senior. Squad handling those men all the way from slot 10. Cubic Senior has been knocked down in the process of maybe building up on the location after knowing na rin kung nasaan yung whole squad all the way from slot 13s. Slot 13 natin dito na response natin play natin earlier dito sa side naman ng mga slot 12, slot 13 natin. Opening 5, play natin all the way from our slot 8. Senior natin, but again in the process the 4-man squad of our player from our slot 4s. Nice guy, Noy, No Mercy, and also a Mayor. And Boy, Zamir, and Jerson, man, they are definitely tagging up there in the international way about mga slot 4s natin dito. Maybe waiting for those other players from slot 4 to bail out from the location kung nasa na way ba sila. So that they can, have themselves planted there for a bit habang di pa nagkakamera ng location. Ay, ang movement yung zone natin. Dito muna natin sa mga play natin. All the way slot 24s versus TNH. 2-on-4, 2-on-3 situation because of the knockdown right now. Everyone is doing the Rosie attempt to find up those enemies of theirs dito sa side mga slot 24 natin. One knockdown. One player's been knocked down. nagged out. He did definitely pull that scope here so that he can maybe open fire and focus on his target, but he himself executed in the process of doing that. Against that 21, most definitely has been executed in the game. Started for most definitely recovered after that. Ganun ako naman play natin earlier kanina. Two-man squad displaying 3 men, lacking 1 guy. Maybe they're gonna be having that 1 player called, give that 1 player a chance, another chance to fight with them dito sa second game natin. Dito muna natin sa mga play natin against South Force versus Rio Boy. Opening fire, he got himself figure out na rin ng mga play natin all the way of South 4. And right now, South 4 and attempting na rin, most definitely attempted to get those explosion na from the vehicle na 1 play natin all the way from our slot MW na si G-Boy natin dito. One player's being nagged out. He did definitely pull that scope here so that he can maybe open fire and focus on his target, but he himself executed in the process of doing that against that 21. Totally, but we have a slot 10 versus a slot 24s. I don't know, man. Slot 24 natin dito being stopped. Maybe AFK for men. Another one LR has been knocked down, but you're truly all the way from slot egos. Natin dito. SCR on the other hand, still having to dance off. Another one bites the dust. It's aside the slot 90s. Those men are being recalled. Silver going for the quick top up. He's still being cornered by those 2 players all the way from slot 6. 1 player from slot 6 natin dito will be opening fire here on the higher ground with this 1 player dodge. Will be attempting to have this 1 player flushed out from those building where he's now at. And right now he's now being bombed, being naded for some sort of flushed out. Seeing is somehow the 1 player from slot 19 with 1-on-2 situation with the 1. He got himself damaged and he got himself knocked down because of the blue damage that he also experienced. Eliminated, terminated by our Alpha Presidente all the way from slot 12. Those slot guys natin dito are now in for it dito sa side ng mga slot. In the battle for president. All the way from slot 12. Fire. That is for the physical target. Natin dito left, right, and 1 clear there from slot just being knocked down in the process of having those men confused inside the time na rin those men are being eradicated 1 by 1 just by being the way that the society must not 12 the snapbacks natin snapback most definitely recovered after the snag na nakuha ng mga play natin all the way from slot 12 1 by 1. 1 player has been knocked down, social last man stunning. We have RPS. They are definitely stopping towards that plan that they definitely planned. Dito naman sa side ng mga bench natin after the commotion went down versus slot 12 and stop fans natin. Nagkameron na rin decision maker yung mga strategies natin. How they eliminated, terminated by our Alpha Presidente all the way from slot 12. Those slot fans natin dito are now in for it dito sa side ng mga slot. In the battle for president. All the way from slot 12. Fire. That is for the just by being the way that the society must not 12 the snapbacks natin snapback most definitely recovered after the snag na nakuha ng mga play natin all the way from slot 12 1 by 1. 1 player has been knocked down, social last man stunning. We have RPS. They are definitely stopping towards that plan that they definitely planned. Dito naman sa side ng mga bench natin after the commotion went down versus slot 12 and stop fans natin. Nagkameron na rin decision maker yung mga strategies natin. How they can push 10 and now those rear end or likodan ng mga play natin dito. Then those men has been executed. Natin the tools. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. With an open fire round using the asphalt shotgun. 1 player has north. Paladin end up being eliminated up from the game. Toji on the other hand, letting those other players exterminate those other players. You can see enemy of my enemy is my friend. Whoever's gonna be winning those matches. Toshi all the way stocks to make him on strategies natin. How they can push 10 and now those rear end or likodan na mga play natin dito. Then those men has been a gunplay and being open fire at and also si Blaze natin. Unfortunately Blaze natin did survive. Yeah, he got himself gone down by one of the players from our slot 18 and also John Ray. Toshi last man from his squad. Letting those men have their keys in action without him getting in the way. That 18 on the other hand, opening fire around the side. of the Blues. Now, just got outside. Scattered ng mga play natin dito sa one another to cover more ground. So nasa na rin yung whereabouts ng mga slot 22s natin dito. Back 10 corner will be grabbed any moment too soon by Toshi all the way to slot 6. From left side corner, we have a slot 22s or slot 𝐿𝐍𝐈𝐆𝐇𝐓𝐒 natin. Toshi most definitely know na rin kung nasa yung whereabouts ng one of the player from slot 22s. That's why he's not moving at all as of now. Again, imagine Toshi is gonna be working his way throughout the area, pero Toshi natin dumped right now. He's now pulling up another escape plan. Ramirez is gonna be having his 1v1 situation. This is one play natin all over Statoni, who's about to throw a nade or throw a molly dito sa corner kung saan siya nag-pull over na rin. Pero no one is knowing na rin kung natin one play natin. Is Amir natin dito after pulling over kung natin yung spot niya. Pero those men or Statoni 2 are giving Zamir no choice but to have his battle 1v1 situation. Throwing a lot of nades dito sa corner kung nasa Zamir natin dito for ignite daw surviving the area. Bad wunin daw. Can he clutch? Can he turn the table around versus that 22's 1-on-2 situation? Let's go to the first time. They go to one knock. One player will be tagged out. No, another one bites the dot. Hopefully, no. There go. There goes a 1v1 situation. Zamir surviving, turning the table around right now. So experiencing a lot of hardship because of the reloading moment that he -1, so it's gonna be 22 squad only. So again, same old squad Hills Gaming whoever left first. We're gonna be showcasing, we're gonna be spectating, checking those areas of your boys out. But until then, but we have our PMW slot 9, as you can see, forming a line going towards those location of theirs, as you can see, covering more ground. Sobrang solid ng mga player natin to one another, far enough for them to be able to have those rejuvenation processes. Someone will be nagged down dito sa premises na slot 23 is getting those snags on the wheel. Immediately to the side naman ng mga player natin hold the way from slot 12 for Presidentes, going for that kill versus our slot MS. One player from slot MS has been nagged down by Mitsu. Right now, one player from slot 23. The soonest that 12 most definitely saw this one player working his way dito sa rooftop where he's gonna be tagging those areas kung nasan yung whereabouts sila all the way from slot 11 kung nasan na rin yung whereabouts ng one player natin doon for slot 17 who got nagged down first. Pero one player ang jealous being nagged down in the process, taking one dito sa side ng mga slot 70s, but we also have our slot 10. Nandito lang din si Premises kung saan nagkamera ng form for situation. Yung mga CPTS and slot 11s natin. Also, we have our RPS. One player has been annihilated versus our slot Eagles, maybe probably, or mga slot 19s natin. Last man standing from our slot 19, SDR Engineer. Wrong way, maybe wrong spot to be pulling over, to be driving by kung nasa yung quarter ng one play natin all the way from the team. Man, he got himself stranded, he got himself stuck. Everyone is pointing their guns to him. But nasa si Engineer all the way from slot 19. Right now, he's now being flushed out, being rushed. That mga slot 19 status now. He's now pulling out. He's trying for himself sort of 1v1 to all the way from slot 11. Kung nasa na rin yung way about sniper rifle for a possible nag that he can take. Dito sa side ng mga slot 19 natin, pero no can do. He got himself nagged. Now, the one player from slot team most definitely pull out an ace. We have stuff like that. We have a tayo goal 2-1-4 situation after the nagda na mga pinakuha ng mga strategies natin. Nagkamera naman no awareness ng mga strategies natin kung nasa yung way about sa mga strategies natin dito, pero not for long. Everyone from strategy is not there now being eaten out by the sandstorm. Damage everyone is experienced inside of the sandstorm, pero right now seizing their fire na yung mga status natin is after the sandstorm most definitely pulled up. Pero we have our starter team working their way on top, higher ground, where possible that lookout situation is amount of other players. Slot 10 will be keep on moving forward. 4 aces. Got another one dito sa side ng mga MS natin dito. Or slot 23 knocked down one player. Joe and last man standing from his squad versus 4 players. Sniper rifle for a possible knockdown that he can take. Dito sa side ng mga slot 23 natin, pero no can do. He got himself knocked down. That one player from slot team most definitely pull out an ace. We got himself right that. We have a tayo goal 2-1-4 situation after the knockdown ng mga pinakuha ng mga slot 23 natin. Nagkamera naman no awareness ng mga status natin kung nasa yung way about sa mga strategies natin dito, pero not for long. Everyone from strategy is not there now being eaten out by the sandstorm. damage everyone. It's experienced inside of the sandstorm, pero right now, seizing their fire nila yung mga status natin dito after the sandstorm most definitely pulled up. Pero we have our starter team working their way on top, higher ground, for impossible that blue cow situation is the amount of other players. Flat 10 will be keep on moving forward. 4 aces. Got another one dito sa side ng mga MS natin dito. Or not 23 knocked down one player. Joe and last man standing. Most definitely yung mga style 11 natin yung by just grabbing those behind of this. Pero they definitely got away na kung nasa yung whereabouts ng 2-man squad all the way from Slot KC. And some player them from our Slot KC got flushed out. So that's why nagkamera na rin na magandang akin yung mga style 11s natin dito for the proper night down that everyone most definitely craving pa rin nga lang. Sacrifices must be made. TMW slotted team got away with about to play that and all the way from Stat 25 and Stat 25 and I'm rushing inside of one of these houses kung nasan yun yung 4-man squad all the way from slotted teams. One player knows lacking. It is after people land, another one bites the dust. Now Dumpski. Here we go. One of even though the one player from Star M is holding the M9. Alright, one player has been taken out of the game at 6 pero stuck in pa rin yung mga slot on bans natin dito for some sort of solid knockdown that those player are no craving. Dito muna sa mga PH natin, one player has been eliminated from the game from the push that they did. Dito muna sa mga player natin from Slot 20 versus the Slot 6 Banks MS Johan, last man from his squad, taking his time and allowing those other players to have those battle B and H natin dito getting another knockdown dito naman sa side ng mga Slot 21 natin versus the Slot 24. Has been knocked down. Wahan last man starting going for that recovery mission probably pero our perimeter no being posted. That's what they want. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The play not on the west side. Wahan right now he's still dodging the open fight. One he's waiting for someone to assist the 4. Down 4 once they have been knocked down the from the squad from the push na ginawa ng mga slot scores natin pero one player has been knocked down in the process of taking over this compound now from those slots in 10 and those men are preparing some sort of bomb or stage na rin dito sa second floor o natin like natin dito 1-on-3 situation without one player being up or being recovered. Those room are not being checked, those room are being made na mga slot force natin dito pero you know all like natin dito man, he is able to dodge the throw na ginagawa ng mga stop forward natin. Is damage pero not totally knocked down though. Pero right now, alam na rin na all is one of capable na mga stop forward natin. He doesn't na but if the mouse now 4 altogether, one at a time or maybe all now 4 will be moving forward. Nasa all like natin, he can clutch those men from snap 4 one at a time but again from the throwing na ginawa natin. Right now, they're attacking with those flat 11. Most definitely will pulling over, planning themselves at. Pero, again, not far enough pa rin yung mga stat 11s natin dito for the proper knockdown that those men from stat 21 are no craving to have. Even though stat 21 can get this knockdown dito sa side ng mga PH natin dito, it doesn't mean that they can have those execution of theirs dito sa side ng mga stat 11s natin. Again, not far enough pa rin yung mga stat 21s natin for them to be able to take those men now from the game. And by the moment, somehow those stat 21 will be deciding din to move in kung nasan yung mga stat 11s natin. Surprise, those men will be recovered that long and that far enough yung mga stat 21s natin for them to be able to have those finish touches versus those knockdown of theirs. If somehow they can get their knockdown. Vice versa, that also goes dito sa side yung mga stat 11s natin. Dito muna natin sa mga bands natin versus the stats. Yung one players being knocked down na higher ground. Yung mga down 4 natin. Right now, they're not tagging with those slot 11. Most definitely will pulling over, planning themselves at. Pero, again, not far enough pa rin yung mga stat 11s natin dito for the proper knockdown that those men from stat 21 are no craving to have. So it's gonna be 3-on-2 situation without that one player from slot 6 being up or being recovered, being knocked down. But you're truly all the way from slot 4s. 2 players there from slot 4 being knocked down, but not done yet. Having that one player prepared. Nito, pero again, Anis are nice guys natin dito most definitely got up and getting back in the game versus those slot bands. Natin way about score natin dito. All at once, Ben all the way from slot. Quick enough. We have Ben. Another one bites the dust. Last man standing. Nice. Kaya na lang ito gumagal. No, we have no mercy. Using that animal, maybe that horse, is gonna be catapulting himself somewhere, pushing himself inside of the blue zone just to avoid another commotion versus those flat 10 or bats natin dito. He's gonna be taking his chances just to evacuate the air with those men from slot bands or slot 6. So it's gonna be 3-on-2 situation without that one player from slot 6 being up or being recovered, being knocked down, but you're truly all the way from slot 4. 2 players there from slot 4 being knocked down, pero not done yet, having that one player prepared dito. Pero again, Anis or nice guy natin dito most definitely got up and getting back in the game versus 12. 𝐂𝐄𝐋 waiting for those other players to have those from slot 1 is being knocked down. Didn't expect that someone's gonna be opening fire to the right side corner kung saan nagkakamera na rin ng battle yung 4X is na 11 PMWs natin inside of smoke compound kung nasa yung whereabouts sila right now. From the moment stats when you got away, one player is not done, sacrifice is the main. One player says stat 20 is not done, opening fire up kung nasa pa rin yung mga stat 20 natin Dovey on the other hand. Still not bailing out, he's going for that smoke pop, hiding themselves na rin throw out there kung nasa na yung whereabouts yung mga player natin dito. Stat 1, most definitely survived. Man, he did definitely dive throughout the bullets with the one player stat. The one most definitely releases. Definitely survived with that one player Saya backing him up. Slot 20, 12. 𝐂𝐄𝐋 waiting for those other players to have those shots building to knock down the down. Meron din attention push yung mga slot 12 natin. He got himself gone down, couldn't be able to make his move because there's one player from the slot 12 Saya corner kung nasa yung whereabouts niya, pero check it out, he's not being damaged though, couldn't be able to top his life up. One player then from the slot 12 I know attempting rin to throw an egg kung nasa. Check it out, not 1-on-2 situation. Basically man, he can get snagged inside the slot 12 natin dito. He can buy some time to top his life up and to get himself prepared for another 1-on-2 situation. Pero sa Mouse gonna be getting his nag down there. And no shooter that he can eliminate that nag that he can take. Almost got his nag down. Fish alive. No health probably. Now he's not revealing himself. Confused because of the smooth pop na ginawa. They know so we have Silver all the way from CR, PHH natin dito. Haji, bad guy, Snowy. Lucky for one guy versus 4 players gameplay. But I guess that one can handle themselves in first. Those other players and everyone are opening fire randomly kung nasa na yung way about sa mga play natin dito. Maybe trying to have those men call out or maybe trying to have those men lose their focus to those other players been having their battle. Pero again, with the open fire na ginagawa ng mga play natin dito, they are definitely exposing their spot to them. Pero out there kung nasa yung mga other players natin dito. Muna natin sa mga stat and ones natin. Shots fired, stat with the tools. Way about to mga play natin all the way started the dudes, pero yun nga lang SCR natin dito, all of them has been knocked down. No, the devil took just 2 men all the way from start 2 and 2 situation. Mostly the devil turn up, pero yun nga lang other 2 squad of our slot units. And also we have Silver all the way from CR, PHH natin dito. Haji, bad guy, Snowy. Lucky for one guy versus 4 players gameplay. But I guess that one can handle themselves in them first. Those other players and everyone are opening fire randomly kung nasa na yung way about sa mga play natin dito. Maybe trying to have those men call out or maybe trying to have another one bites the dust in the side of the stop and it's not only had natin, but you're slowly all the way from stop PH sisimara natin. Those angles are being checked, being scanned one by one or carefully na mga play natin dito for some sort of decent knockdown. And somehow those other players is gonna be popping those heads throughout the area. Position kung nasa yung whereabouts nila, pero stat 10, one of them has been knocked down right now. They're carefully scanning the perimeter at the same time. Dito sa score kung natin lab and scatter RPS status, starter teams, SCR, Brupoto, last member of squad. Just that 21 and being flushed out for a slot 10 natin dito. Haji, there we go, rooftop situation. Is someone slot 10 move working their way na rin kung nasa way ang boss niya, pero Haji natin dito already knew that the other side, the other house, being posted by one of the players from slot 10 who's about to Kuya Boss na, pero that one guy all the way for Snatan. Pero another one by Sebastian dito sa side of Snatan. He's not only had natin, but you're truly all the way for Stop PH. Yung si Mara natin. Those angles, one player of Stat 21 earlier. Kaya nakita one guy all the way Stat 21. Rushed up na rin dito. Or run up na rin together with the one player of Stat earlier. And he got himself gunned down. That's terrible. Stat 13, two-man squad out front. Stat 11, two players has been eliminated. To one of those squad, they definitely land here on the PxH. Yung whereabouts sila Stat 12, 4 aces. Akashi, Valido, and Mitsu, all of themselves yung area or yung island of our suspect. Upper part of the map, we also have our slap bands, Stat 6, 4-man squad. Sobrang point up to one another ng mga player natin dito because it's a map they're gonna be having themselves in one location. Hindi enough to sustain. Okay, dito muna tayo sa mga PH natin Stat 11. It's not 21. One player of PH natin Stat 11. It's not 21. One player has been knocked down. You know, the one by the dot. Dito sa side ng mga stat. He's not. The Stat 13 has been disfigured out from the game. SDR Slot 19, last man from the squad. Burukoto still alive pa rin inside of one of his houses where he definitely got those men gone down. Dito sa side ng mga Stat 11. Stat earlier kind of. Pero we have a Stat Maru and also we have a Vin dito sa Stat 11 natin. Two-man searching those corners kung nasaan possible yung mga opponent nila dito. Pero right now, sobrang peaceful na rin ng area kung nasaan yung whereabouts sila. So Stat 1, carefully topping their life up and getting themselves ready for another balagbagan dito sa Puching area natin. Kung nasaan pa rin yung mga player natin ng Stat 10, 11, 19, and Stat 21. Ego on the other hand, solid na lang din. Pero burukoto natin dito, most definitely got up. We had to put one down dito sa side of Stat 11 natin. Pero he couldn't be for a bit all the way behind of the enemy lines, which is Stat 23s. We also have a Stat 4s who definitely got hold up inside of the blue zone with that one guy all the way from Stat 25 Stat dito. And he definitely did a great job in holding our boys all the way from Stat 4 inside of the blues. And again, even though that these boys are not being hit by those opponents or not having their gunfights, still our players are receiving a lot of damage coming from the blues. Stat MS on foot yung mga player natin dito. We have Wahan, Uchiha, also we have Restback natin dito. Most definitely got getting his hands on in one of the Vigo inside of the blue zone. They will be catapulting himself inside of the circle and a moment too soon, pero no. Not entirely though. Stat 21, no shots fired. Those boys all the way. Stat 21, first Stat 11. Will be ringing all the way sa spot naman ng mga players natin. Definitely got eliminated out from the game by Stat 21. Bad guy most definitely won the one-on-two situation. One player then from Stat 21 most definitely got knocked down dito, pero far enough pa rin yung one player natin dito for him to be able to be finished by the one player from Stat 11 earlier who definitely got knocked down. We definitely got upper hand on him. Dito, again, he got himself recovered from being knocked down. And probably Stat 21 is going to be having another phase out versus Stat 24 or maybe at Stat 23 Stat. Going for the long and hard rotation, but again, we have our Stat 4 AKUZA. Another engagement most definitely went down. Unexpected battle most definitely went down. Those men from Stat 4 most definitely tried their best to have those men eliminated after the game. Who just got outside of the blue zone. The last man standing for squad MS saving the day versus those three men who that definitely got knocked down earlier by those boys. All the way definitely got eliminated out from the area versus those other player who definitely planned himself earlier here. And last squad most definitely they face is our boys all the way from our Sly 11. They're a bad guy. I don't make a mistake by pulling over kung nasan yun yung entire squad of our Stat 23 natin dito who definitely just arrived dito sa spot nila. 1-on-3 situation, 1-on-4 situation maybe even. Pero sobrang distance na pa rin ng mga Stat 23 natin dito for them to be able to have the rejuvenation process that quick them out. One player will be knocked down. AFK Smiley has been knocked down. So this one player being AFK, nagkameron na rin ng chance taking yung mga Stat 21 natin to put that one player down. Bad guy eliminating his target away dito sa side ng mga Stat 23 natin right now. Nagkawin na rin yung mga Stat 23 natin that they are not alone in the position where they are at. That's why one player maybe probably Stat 12 or 4 aces natin dito might have tagged the perimeter kung nasaan yung 3-man squad all the way of Stat 24. Lower ground again, even though maganda yung position ng mga slot 12 natin dito. And they're gonna be having a lot of good visuals or broad view versus those other players been having their run around dito sa corner nila. Ganun pa rin ka far enough yung mga stat 12 natin dito for that finishing touches that those men sa stat 12 will be craving somehow. They will be getting their knockdown to one of those target of them. Dito naman sa side ng mga stat 24 natin, ganun din vice versa. Alright, some slot 23s natin dito outside of the circle frame, 3-man squad deciding to push themselves inside the circle. Pero those men slot 3 and slot 21 most definitely not planning to have those men slot 23 further than leader. Another one by the last man standing from his squad. So that's when nagkameron ng elimination agad yung mga stat 21s natin, pero stat 21's path being posted by our player stat 24s. Ayun sa mga stat 24s natin, they can have those men stat 21 pull over Kunas yung way above sila force stop maybe probably, pero stat 21 so some movement dito sa side ng mga stat 24s natin. Our player stat 21 opening fire random dito naman sa side ng mga stat 24s natin. It doesn't matter stat 21 somehow they're gonna be facing 4-man squad. It's just that they're aiming to put one down dun sa mga target nila as of now, pero stat 24 natin dito turning the sides around, grabbing those backers for yung mga stat 21 natin. That's opening fire against those best stat 21 but my play natin all the way. We're stat 21 to be able to evacuating the scene. Play na si bad guy earlier kay na stat 24 mo. That's when nagkameron ng elimination agad yung themselves tucked in away from those bullets na mga snap BMW natin dito. And the male snap 12 is not gonna be moving out. He's not gonna be making their move. The blue zone is gonna be most definitely taking those men now, so they're not gonna be going out without a fight. Most definitely stat 12 is. So instead of taking the chance and letting the blue zone to take them out, they're gonna be fighting hard. They're gonna be putting their 200% for them to be able to maybe somehow escape the scopes of those slot 9 who's been gatekeeping them. Pero slot 9, changing their visual, changing their view, changing their position after the open fighting ginawa na ng mga 12 natin dito. Right now, alam na rin ng mga statmans natin dito, or what we can say is everyone figuring out na rin kung nasaan yung mga PMW natin. One those guns, as you can see those here moving forth kung nasan yung way above nila. One by one, those LGY husband themselves tucked in away from those bullets na mga snap PMW natin dito. Voice stat 21 safe and sound out from those hands naman ng mga snap PMW natin. Left side corner being posted by one of the wave of stop bands natin dito, pero the blue zone are not allowing Sam all the way from snap 6 to push himself there any longer. As you can see, Flat 6 outnumbering our PMW is not 21 by 1. As you can see, Haji and Bad Guy still alive, surviving the area, going for the scope and going for the nade throw just in case that someone is hiding behind that container. Hangar area, waiting for those other players to pull up. Kunas and way about sila dito. Both being guarded, but right now Haji miscalculating his throw. Kunasan yung whereabouts ng mga fans natin dito. Right now, there's no self-rejuvenation. Other than knockdown. That's the dumb did to himself, pero one for the nade throw just in case that someone is hiding behind that container. Hangar area, waiting for those other players to pull up. Kunas and way about sila dito. Both being guarded, but right now Haji miscalculating his throw. Kunasan yung whereabouts ng mga fans natin dito. Right now, there's no self-rejuvenation. Other than knockdown. That's the dumb did to himself, pero once again Toshi moving forward behind the Kunas and whereabouts ng mga 21s natin dito. 1v1 situation, occupying this one player with stat 6 attention earlier. That long for him to be able to have that one player stat 21, have himself rejuvenate of being knocked down, but you're slowly by him. So right now, stop BMW na rin natin dito. One player has been knocked down. One guy all the way slap bands, terminating his target out from the game. Gap all the way slot 9. BMW, I don't know if the male slap bands not. Play natin all the way from stop BMW, waiting for the
nasa laban. Di ka uurungan ng mga malupit sa minay sumabay. Sabay ka sa beat at lahat magingay. Malabuhawi pag bumakbak, sa pandinig lahat isaksak. Pag di ka tumago ako'y asintado, ito'y aprobado, ika'y sagalpak. May lalim at lawak, galawang mahusay. May tutok lumapat, galawang matibay. Lihitimunggang, kami ang patunay. May tutok sa clash, kaya kung tumibay sambala ka lang. Yan ang sigurado, galawan na smooth. Medyo agresibo, maingat na kilos na parang plinano sa diyang palaban. Yan ang Pilipino, solido bumanat, tapat ka sa sentro. Sabay na sa game, basag ka sa flame. Kapag bumalasa, pasok to sa lasa. Lihitimong bara, wasak ka sa main.
Subukan mang umiwas ay di ka makakatakas. Sigurado ko sa pulat, lahat ay malalakas. At wala matitira kung di kami lang malakas. Huwag ka boy umasa na kami ay mapitas. Gamay ko na ito kaya malabo mga paa. Babatukan lang kita hanggang ikaw ay madapado. Durugin lang kita, sabay tipi sa muka. Ewan ko na lang kung tatalog sa tuwa. Asa ka sa tiyamba na kami inyo madali. Tirang talikuran ay alis tuto palagi. Ibahin mo kami pare pag kami ang umatake. Di basta-basta padali kaya huwag ka makapate. Baka di mo kilala isa ito sa malakas. Motivational speaker panapat ko sa alas. Sila lang taga-utas na mga nagmatigas. Walang kinakatakutan labanan hanggang wakas. Legit na veterano sa paggamit ng barel. Di nagbimintis, asintado kumitel. Kabilang to sa pinakamahusay na dapat mo igalang dahil di mo ka-level. Kung di ka ka-level, panoorin mo na lang. Mga shoutcaster, tanggapin mo na lamang. Mga sharpshooter, kami lang ang sakalam. Lagi last hater, kaya iyak talunan. Mga tira nyo kasi hindi inaasinta. Tapos yung isang kasama mo nag-aasim pa. Kaya